You've walked into a party, scanned the room, and immediately felt like some people are just safer to talk to than others. It's not about how they're dressed or how tall they are. It's that invisible frequency they're broadcasting. Astrology calls this your aura, but in the real world, we just call it the vibe check. Some of us have a vibe that says, "I'll bake you cookies if you're sad," while others have a vibe that says, "I've already figured out 3 ways to ruin your life if you touch my coffee." Today we're ranking the Zodiac from the golden retrievers of the stars to the final bosses of the universe. Now, before the comment section turns into a battlefield, let's get one thing straight. Being intimidating isn't about being mean. In fact, the most intimidating people are often the ones who say the least. It's about that weight in the air when a certain person looks you in the eye. We're starting at the bottom with the signs that couldn't scare a kitten if they tried, and working our way up to the signs that make even the bravest souls double-check their tone of voice. Whether you're a soft-hearted Pisces or a death-stare Scorpio, let's see where you land on the scale of pure, unadulterated intimidation. At the very bottom of the list, the least likely to make anyone shake in their boots, we have Libra. If Libra were a sound, they'd be a wind chime. They are the ultimate diplomats. A Libra is so busy making sure everyone is comfortable and that the lighting is just right, that they forget to be scary. Their power is in charm, not fear. If you're ever in a fight with a Libra, they're more likely to strongly suggest a compromise than actually throw a punch. Not problems. Next up is Pisces. Now don't get me wrong, Pisces can be scary in a "I'm having an emotional breakdown in the bathroom" kind of way, but they aren't intimidating. They're usually too busy daydreaming about a life they lived in the 1700s to notice you're trying to be a threat. They project a soft, ethereal energy that makes people want to protect them, not run away from them. Then we have Gemini. Geminis are too talkative to be intimidating. It's hard to be scared of someone who just told you 3 different fun facts about sea sponges and a secret about their cousin in the span of 30 seconds. Their energy is scattered and light. While they might trash talk you, you rarely feel that deep-seated fear when they walk into a room. Rounding out the non-scary group is Sagittarius. Sags are the cool, older siblings of the Zodiac. They're loud, they're blunt, and they're hilarious. They might offend you with their honesty, but they do it with a smile and a shrug. They're too busy planning their next trip to Bali to bother cultivating a scary reputation. Moving into the middle ground, we find the signs that seem chill until you cross a very specific line. First, Cancer. Most people think Cancers are just softies, but they've never seen a crab protecting their family. Cancers have a nurturing intimidation. It's the fear you feel when your mom uses your full middle name. They aren't scary until they feel a threat to their inner circle. Then the claws come out. Then there's Leo. Leos want you to look at them, but they don't necessarily want you to fear them. They want you to adore them. However, they are still lions. They have a massive presence, and when a Leo is done playing, their roar can move mountains. Their intimidation comes from their sheer confidence. They carry themselves like royalty, and that can be a lot for people with low self-esteem to handle. Taurus follows close behind. A Taurus is like a giant boulder. Usually it's just sitting there, enjoying the sun and some snacks. But if you try to move that boulder, good luck. Their intimidation is rooted in their silence and their stubbornness. They don't need to scream. They just give you a look that says, "I'm not moving, and you're wasting your breath." And we can't forget Virgo. Virgo's intimidation is intellectual. They're going to look at your outfit or your resume and find the one flaw that makes you crumble inside. They have a judgmental librarian energy that makes you want to sit up straighter and double-check your facts before you speak. Now we're in the danger zone. These are the signs that change the oxygen in the room. At number 4, Aries. Aries is pure, raw fire. They are the only sign that will look at a problem and try to headbutt it into submission. Their intimidation is explosive. You never quite know when the fuse is going to blow, and that unpredictability is what keeps people on their toes. Number 3, Capricorn. This is corporate intimidation. A Capricorn doesn't need to get angry to scare you. They just have to look at you with total indifference. They project an aura of "I am more successful than you, and I have no time for your nonsense." It's a cold, calculated power. They're the boss that doesn't even have to raise their voice for the whole office to go silent. Number 2, Scorpio. You knew they'd be here. Scorpios are the masters of the death stare. They have a way of looking through you rather than at you. They are famously private, and that mystery creates a massive amount of fear. People are intimidated by Scorpio because they feel like the Scorpio already knows their darkest secrets, while they know absolutely nothing about the Scorpio. And finally, the most intimidating sign in the zodiac, Aquarius. Wait, what? Yes, while Scorpios are hot intimidation, intensity, Aquarius is cold intimidation. There is something profoundly unsettling about someone who can be completely detached and logical, while everyone else is losing their minds. An Aquarius can delete you from their life without a second thought. That level of emotional independence is the scariest thing in the world to most people. They aren't trying to be scary, they just don't care if you think they are, and that makes them the ultimate final boss.